So, how was dating me different from dating Chinese girls? Hey everyone, welcome back. Tonight's gonna be just another chill dinner night. Tonight we're making a meal from Every Plate. No, this is not sponsored. I wish it was. Every Plate, sponsor us. Tonight we're making, what are we making, love?
Kung Pao beef balls.
Kung Pao beef balls. So we'll see. It's probably not authentic, but we'll see how it tastes. Okay, so we already prepared all the ingredients. We separated them out. So this is what we're making today. We'll start washing veggies. Something you should know about us is he is the cooker in the family, the chef. I barely know what I'm doing, so it's always It smells so good. 怎么说？
闻起来很香，老婆。
闻起来很像。
You're the best help ever.
Oh. Okay, so last step is to add butter and this pre-made soy glaze. So just getting that ready now. So it's cooked enough, or should we let it cook for 4 minutes?
Maybe turn the fire down. And maybe I think it's good. We can probably add in the sauce now.
So to drain any excess oil. Should we do that or just skip that stuff?
Let's just skip it.
Ooh, it smells good. Oh, my hair is so fuzzy.
But you're still pretty. Oh, it smells so good.
Yeah, it may not be authentic, but hopefully it'll still taste good.
Yeah, it still smells pretty awesome.
Butter almost melted. Anything with butter tastes good, so.
It's definitely true. That's why my oatmeal tastes so good, because I put lots of butter in it.
Yes. Next up, oatmeal recipe.
Definitely.
I think once the rice is done, I think we're ready.
好的，谢谢老婆。
不用谢。
So now we're just waiting for the rice to cook.
I think it's done.
You think so?
What's this end?
It just finished. The pressure is still pretty high.
So do we...
Probably let it sit for 5 minutes and then let's start to release the pressure after that.
好的。
So
Let's enjoy.
yeah, let's do it.
This is what it looks like.
One day we had to really try the authentic Kung Pao.
I really want to.
李老婆，你觉得中国男孩怎么样？或者亚洲男孩，你觉得怎么样？
I think compared to American guys, my experience with Asian guys is they're much more shy. Maybe it's just you, but I taught English here in the United States, and I taught English over Zoom to a class in China.
什么时候？
Back in 2021.
去年 ，last year.
Last year. And just in general, I've noticed Asian guys are very shy. When I was teaching, it was really hard to get them to talk, which I understand. It's really scary to talk in a foreign language with someone who's a native speaker of that language.
For sure.
That's why it's hard for me to speak Chinese with you, because I get so shy about not sounding right, making mistakes, but it is the best way to learn, so I need to practice more. But that's my general impression, is they're much more shy, but I will say all my experiences with you, you've been much more polite and caring and attentive than American guys. So How was dating me different from dating Chinese girls?
I mean, personally, I have been a pretty shy guy, as you could have already tell. So I haven't really dated that many people outside of here. I felt like you were very special the first time I saw you. I knew you were the one. And I just want to pursue you no matter what it takes.
You're so sweet.
You're so sweet to me.
So I kind of told you a little bit about my experience with Asian men, in particular Chinese men. What's kind of been your experience with American girls?
So I feel like American girls are really outgoing. Maybe just from my experience, I feel like here in the US, they tend to date several guys at a time. Maybe especially here in Utah, girls are more eager to get married, and so they tend to date multiple persons at a time. But it's very different from what I have experienced back home in China, where people just date one person at a time and then to find out if they're the right person.
You make it sound bad, but like you're not. There's something called like DTR, define the relationship. So a lot of times before a girl has a DTR with a guy, they're not exclusive. They don't exclusively date each other.
Yeah.
And it's more just having fun with dating different people. But once you define the relationship, do a DTR, and you're boyfriend and girlfriend, then they don't date multiple guys at once. You don't have multiple boyfriends at once.
I feel like from what I've seen, as an Asian dating American girl is more difficult because the language is different, and even like if you can master the language, the culture is still different. Like for me, when I first came here, I felt I didn't really understand the sports culture.
Yeah, sports are kind of a big deal. Even it depends on the girl, but even girls like watching sports, and it's a big part of the culture here.
Yeah. So what would you say is the biggest sport here right now in the US?
Right now it's all about college football. So later there will be more with the NFL, but right now it's college season, and that's what everyone's watching on the weekends. That's where people are going, and it's a lot of fun. I know the game this weekend sold out. It's against Arkansas.
Really?
So we might lose, so it's maybe better than we don't talk.
But I'm really starting to like football. I feel like the atmosphere and the crowd and everything just makes you feel as you're part of the game.
Yeah.
You're actually influencing the results, and it's really a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. It's I like to go to games in person more than watch on TV.
Yeah.
Just because, like you said, the atmosphere is so fun. You're cheering. You get really loud on third downs, and you feel like you've done something if the other team doesn't advance the ball. So it's a lot of fun. And there's always good food.
Yeah.
It's definitely something everyone should experience when they come to America.
Definitely. I agree. So here in the US, like, how do guys normally ask girls out? I know like girls are less like proactive when it comes to asking guys out. So it's more the guy's responsibility to ask someone out, right?
So I would say it depends a lot about how you know the person. Like if they're in your class, it's really easy to just kind of subtly, oh, can I get your number so we can talk about class, and then it can slowly change into something. If it's mutual friends, it's really easy to just be like, oh, I really liked hanging out with you today. Can I have your number so we can do this again? But I definitely would say, at least in Utah and at least in my experience, I liked when a guy asked me out. It made me feel special, and it's especially nice if you plan the date out instead of just saying, oh, what do you want to do? I was really impressed with our first date that you said, hey, do you want to go out? We should go to the aquarium. And you planned out our first date, and you brought me flowers. And so that really impressed me when we started dating. So See, I may be slow with chopsticks, but I smoke it if we're using a spoon or a fork.
You definitely do.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you'll join us next time, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Good night.